I found it again this morning, tucked deep in the pocket of my oldest jacket. 3 words, written in my own handwriting, but from a version of me I haven't seen in 7 years. They were wrong. I didn't remember writing it, but my hands started shaking anyway, because in that moment, I finally understood why I almost quit everything on a Tuesday in November. This isn't a story about success. It's about the exact second your nervous system chooses break or breakthrough.
Let me take you back to a room that smelled like stale coffee and broken dreams. Navy SEAL recruiter's office, 6'1", 300 pounds. Sweat on my palms. He looked me up and down and said, "Only 35 African Americans in 70 years." And in that silence between his words and my reply, something shifted inside me. I didn't hear "you can't." I heard a question whispering from somewhere deep. What if I become the 36th? And guys, I'm not exaggerating goosebumps right now, just telling you this. Because that question, that what if I can, it doesn't just live in your mind. It rewires your nervous system. It sends a current through your spine that says this pain you feel right now, it's not a stop sign, it's a birth canal. For 7 years, my YouTube channel had 20 viewers. My mom kicked me out of the house after a clip hit 30,000 views, not because it was big, but because the comments were hate. She said, "Quit or leave." I left. I moved to Detroit, slept on my dad's couch, ate rice and beans for 18 months. While my friends got $20 hour security jobs, I volunteered at a library just to use their Wi-Fi for uploads. When university started, I didn't move into the dorms with everyone else. I rented a townhouse with 4 strangers because dorm Wi-Fi couldn't handle 4K uploads. One summer, I stayed alone on a ghost campus, empty halls, silent cafeterias. Why? Because home had distractions. And distractions meant one skipped upload. And one skipped upload felt like betraying the man I was trying to become. Here's what no one tells you. The 7 years of silence weren't punishment, they were preparation. Every empty analytics page, every night I cried into my pillow. They weren't signs I was failing, they were the soil. And miracles don't grow in sunshine. They grow in darkness, pressure, and stubborn, irrational faith. Then, one Tuesday night at 2:17 a.m., I uploaded video 1248, titled, "Why I Almost Quit Today." No fancy edits, no thumbnails, just me, raw, admitting I was broken. And 14 hours later, my phone exploded. Not with views, with messages. "Your video made me not quit my job today. I was going to end it all, but I watched you keep going. Thank you for being the mirror I needed." And I sat on my floor, tears streaming, and I finally understood. I wasn't building a channel. I was building a lifeline. For the boy who got told he'd never make it. For the man who almost quit on a Tuesday in November. And that note I found this morning, they were wrong. I wrote it to myself the night before basic training. After the recruiter laughed at me, after my mom kicked me out, after 1,247 videos no one watched. I wrote it and I tucked it away because I knew one day a future version of me would need to hear it. And today, he finally did. People ask me, how did you stay motivated for 7 years? Motivation is a myth. What kept me going wasn't feeling good. It was remembering who I promised to become. When your body says stop, your promise says one more. When analytics say quit, your promise says one more upload. When the world says you're not enough, your promise whispers, they were wrong. My philosophy, why be normal when you can be the difference? This isn't arrogance. Arrogance says, I'm better than you. Confidence says, I trust the version of me that hasn't arrived yet. And that trust, that stubborn belief in a future self you haven't met, that's the only currency that matters when the lights go out. So here's my challenge to you tonight before you sleep. Take a piece of paper, write 3 words that your future self needs to hear right now. Maybe it's keep going. Maybe it's they were wrong. Maybe it's I believe you. Fold it. Tuck it deep in your pocket or your wallet or under your pillow. And don't read it again for 1 year. Because 1 year from now, on a day you feel like quitting, you'll find it. And in that moment, you won't just read words. You'll receive a lifeline from the bravest version of yourself, the one who refused to let you disappear. So I'll leave you with this. The person who will save you 7 years from now is you. Right now, making the choice to write those 3 words. They were wrong, and you are just getting started.